Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And how are you beautiful people doing today on Blackout Tuesday? Apparently, because of rioting or whatever, we're supposed to not do things that involve shows or something. I'm not entirely sure. I just saw a bunch of virtue signaling and nonsense going on YouTube and on Twitter and on Instagram, apparently. And I was like, wait, is not doing a show today a thing because of reasons? And apparently it is. And I was actually, hold on, fixing my camera here. I was actually going to not do a show today. Organically. Not because of some movement, but because we've had, just some stuff. Lots of activities and happenings. I've got a big show tomorrow with Dan Fraga. And, we've got Drexel coming on Thursday and Friday. I was thinking of either just not doing a show, maybe playing some video games on Twitch or something. I don't know what exactly was going to happen. What I do know is that I was not going to do a show today until I saw that it was a thing to not do a show today. And then I was like, oh, well, damn, I guess I'm doing a show now. Because I'm certainly not going to contribute to a virtue signaling movement. That's ridiculous. We're definitely going to be here. And there's plenty to talk about. We've got a dead former police chief, just flat out murdered. I guess his life didn't matter to the definitely peaceful, wonderful rioters that were going on. We've got Gofundme virtue signaling extra hard to the tune of something like $500,000 to pay for bail for people charged in rioting or something. We're going to look at the details of that. And then what we're going to do, that's going to be extra fun because we're going to match up the details of that with GoFundMe's terms of service about using campaigns for criminal defense funds. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. It'll be maybe interesting, maybe not. Maybe it's fully within their terms of service. I don't know. But we've got celebrities everywhere. I will pay your bail. I will pay your bail, you good little Antifa thing. I will do it. This has gone crazy now. This has gone crazy, and we can stop anytime. But most importantly, oh, and by the way, you notice what's not behind me? Chair Coon has left, has gone out to join the riots, which, I mean, I don't know what to do. No, I don't have a pimple. I have, where is it? It's over here. It's a mole. Just a mole right there. Chair Coon is gone. Look, I had to get a replacement. I had to get a replacement chair who wasn't out rioting. It's ridiculous. This has gone too far. This has gone too far. I don't even know what you rate as a chair. Like, what store does Chair Coon go after? Like a throw pillow store or something? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this chair has an AR-15 and is ready to be on the roof. Right alongside me. So, but I did something else today, and I was gonna save it, but once it was Virtue Signal Day, I decided to put a pause on all of that best laid. It wasn't really a best laid plan. It was a complete impulse buy, and I got a really nice whiskey. And so I figured I'd do a whiskey review of this very nice whiskey today. That was before I saw the other topics and started to put together, you know, some ideas for what we could talk about. I don't know how long we're going to go tonight. I don't know. It might be a short show. It might be a long show. It kind of depends on the ranting. Kind of depends on the tangenting and sidetracking. If you're looking, as if you don't know this, just generally, but if you're looking for an organized, prepared, like polished, professional stream today, you're not getting one. It's not going to happen. By the way, I thought yesterday's stream was pretty dang good. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was pretty good. I only tangented a little bit, but I tried to really focus in on the topic and keep it to the legal nuts and bolts of what was going on and the news that was in there. And I thought it was pretty well executed. So I'm going to give myself props for that. But yeah. So tonight is not that. Tonight is not that. Tonight I'll probably be like looking for things and pulling it up on Twitter or whatever. And it's just, this is relaxation. All your other shows are canceled because they're all run by cucks, I guess. Where is Emilio Estevez when we need him? Cuck, Mr. Cucksworth, right? Cuck, Mr. Cucksworth. Cuck, Mr. iDubbbz. Right, we need that. We need Emilio Estevez out here calling them all out. All right. So here is what I got. It's in the thumbnail. This is the whiskey review for the day. This is the Boss Hog, Whistle Pig Boss Hog. This is the 6th edition of the Boss Hog. Each one is apparently different. I don't know. I have had a Whistle Pig 12-year, 10-year. I have not had this. I have not had the 15-year, and I have not had the farm stock. Whistle Pig is a rye whiskey. It is not a bourbon. It is not just a sour mash whiskey like you know, Jack Daniels. It is a straight rye whiskey, not a gay rye whiskey, a straight rye whiskey. The box lock, it has locks on it. What, or like latches. So here we go. We're going to do this. This is the bottle. The Whistle Pig Boss Hog. We've got a little samurai pig on top. It's like if Jamie Markey was in cosplay, except it's skinnier than that. But a samurai pig, hog, whatever. The samurai scientist. Oh, it's got a little flask. I can't remember the name of the flask with the bulb on the bottom, but he's got a samurai sword in one hand and a flask in the other. What is that? What is that flask called with the bulb on the bottom and then the thing up top? Do you guys remember? It's a name. It's a name. It's like a something flask. No. The science name of it from chemistry. Erlenmeyer. Is it an Erlenmeyer flask? Thank you, Zelicopter00, for remembering chemistry class. How much was this? This was just shy of $500. $489 before tax. Is it a beaker? So anyway, got this thing. All right. Hold on just a second. You know what, guys? I gotta leave you for just a second. I've got a new whiskey glass that is perfect for this. So I'll be right back. All right. All right. Hello. Hello. This is a glass that was sent to me from Blaine 20. I don't know if you're watching, Blaine, but if you are, thank you so much. He sent me this. It's a Game of Thrones themed glass. I don't know if you can see it as well. It says, that's what I do. I drink and I know things. So thank you, Blaine. I really appreciate that. We're going to get to the review in just a second. Spookmeyer, why are you reeing at me? What did I do? What did I miss? Spookmeyer, why are you mad? You need to understand how jealous. I've never had this, so I'm really excited. The Whistle Pig 12 year is fantastic. So is the 10. What, you like Chercoon better than? That's rude. It's not this guy's fault that Chercoon's out rioting right now. Oh, they don't make it anymore. I'm gonna have to savor every drop of this. Smells good. This is 60% alcohol. So I better save some and share it with Lady Raggets. Oh, man. All right. Okay. Just licking it off the bottle is delicious. Okay. We're gonna do the super chats in a minute. So they're not making this ever again? Or they're just out of this particular run? I got the impression that they do a limited batch, and then this is the 6th edition, so the 7th edition would be something completely different. So, okay. Oh, they stopped making the series after his death. Okay, wow. Very, very special whiskey bottle. Is this the Richard Spencer stream? Oh, no. Look, I go to my Mexican barber and I say, cut my hair how you picture me, and he gives me the racist. What am I supposed to do? The Dragon's Treasure says, here I am just wanting to watch anime and drink tea, but instead I have looters closing in on my town, and I need to figure out the various Illinois legalities of permanently neutralizing these animals in self-defense or otherwise. Yeah, man. By the way, the Dragon's Treasure, purveyor of fine anime-themed teas. Thank you for sending that in. Yeah, I wouldn't want to navigate Illinois self-defense laws at all. Adzuma99 says, I do hope that the people who are staying out of the protests that live in the areas where they're happening stay safe and don't have their workplaces ruined by all the chaos. Also enjoy extra whiskey money. Thank you so much. Yeah, and again, be safe. Be safe. You don't need to be out there rioting. like the moment, first of all, never catch me near a protest anyway. Second of all, the moment a protest turns into a riot, I'm like a state away if possible. Woodman Gaming says, I'm tardy and on snack tray duty tonight. Also, heartbroken. Daddy Rackets never effing called me. Oh, shoot. You messaged me earlier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will call you. I just had a day today. I was out most of the day doing stuff. And I just didn't have a lot of phone time. And by the way, speaking of being shunned by the black community, I invited Q to come on the show tonight. He didn't even respond to me. He didn't even respond. And I take personal umbrage to that. And I will never forgive him. JL Not Here says, with the lateness and the Monica looking hair, are you trying to piss me off? Yes. Yes, I am. Sorry, I apologize. I will throw a brick through your window so that you can understand my pain. So that you can understand my pain. Look, I can only surmise that that Q thought I was inviting him to raid a Target, and that's not true. Intimidator0108 says, Nick, you look like a cross between Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell and a bad military haircut. Lol. I guess. And speaking of riots, they kind of piss me off because I have family in Minnesota. They're no longer about George Floyd. Yeah, I don't think the riots... you know, that's not fair. It's not fair to lump ideologies and opinions into any group as a monolith. Like, people are like, oh, well, the rioters aren't about George Floyd. You know, some of them might be. Some of them actually might be about George Floyd, and then the next guy over might be rioting because he's Antifa, and the next guy over might just want a box of Legos. You can't... We can't determine any group monolithically believes one thing, right? Except the only person who can do that is Biden, because he is the arbiter of what is black, and you ain't black. But other than that, other than Biden determining what is black people, we can't monolithically assign intent or motive to anything. I think that some of the rioters probably do care about George Floyd. They're just dumb. They're just stupid. Some people who riot are just idiots, and they can have political motivations that might make sense for some sort of disobedience or protest, or they could be angry, but they can also be morons. That's fine, even if they're on the right side of an issue. And in my opinion, you can disagree. That's okay. The right side of this issue is that the killing of George Floyd was unjust. That's my opinion. I'm not saying it's race-based. I don't care about that. Show me some evidence that it was specifically race-based and not just white, policing gone awry or whatever. Like, I get all the inferential racism that is built into everything. Yes. Master giant, whatchamacallit? Conspiracy of the white people to take over and ruin everything. I know all that. I believe you. Yes, here's your money. But in this case, when someone's dead, I want to know that before we go saying that someone died because of race, that is what was on my face there. Before we go accusing someone of killing someone based on their race, I'm just going to need a little bit of evidence to determine that. All right? That's what I want. That's what I want. That was not a Klansman mask. That was the opposite, right? It was, I guess, that's the whiskey rebellion. It's when you got your bag over the bottle and you never mind. Anyway, I think there's a very real possibility that a lot of these people are just idiots. And they may be on the correct side of the George Floyd issue, but also be stupid. That's a possibility. How they got there? Maybe by luck. I don't know. But I'm not willing to monolithically state that they're no longer about George Floyd. People can be mad about things and do it in a dumb way, and it doesn't change what their motivations are. We have to be honest about that, right? Because if that's where we get to, look, all these people are peaceful protesting, then something goes the way that is unpopular. It's like, well, they're all white supremacists. It's like, wait a minute. That's not how that works. Like, you don't get to just disavow the motivations of people because you don't like how some idiots behaved. Lots of people who believe good things do stupid stuff all the time. All the time. For example, how do I follow that? I don't know how to follow that. I had some ideas for that joke, and I think I'm going to let them, I'm going to put my knee on the neck of those ideas. Is that a bad joke, too? Probably. Remember, it's never too early for levity. We've got to be able to laugh through some of these things. Nothing is sacred. Deadly Chibi says, hey, Nick, thanks for the stream. Needed a reason to lol. Have been having a hardcore anxiety attack all damn day. Drink well, my friend. I will in just a moment. Thank you. Too soon on the joke. Oh, I've never been known for my comedic timing. Kalinka Pavlova says, Nick, you don't look like a floofy weirdo anymore. Yay. See, this is more like what it's supposed to be. And it's what it was when my hair was cut. I then just showered and didn't do anything with it. In the weekend, my fellow New Zealanders broke lockdown rules to protest U.S. racism, but no one protested government making a law where police can enter our houses without a warrant over COVID. Nope. No, because remember, if you protest the laws that the government makes to keep you safe, comrade, you protest those and you are a white supremacist, fascist, neo-Nazi murderer. The moment you step out of line on like a serious political, socioeconomic issue that has implications where the government is taking away freedoms or infringing upon rights, that's when you are a lunatic, murderer, mass killer in training. The second you're mad that someone dies, which, by the way, this is the crazy thing, right? Derek Chauvin, by all accounts, acted outside of the scope of his role as a police officer. Like, everybody is appalled by the fact that he shoved Floyd's neck into the ground because cops are not supposed to do that. We don't think that cops should have their knee on the neck of a citizen until they die. Just about everybody agrees with that. Which means that Derek Chauvin is an outlier. Here's the crazy thing. When the bad cop acts out, we suddenly riot against all of the police. But every single day, government intrudes upon our freedom through the police, and we're like, that's fine though. That's cool. Who cares about that? Why would we riot over that? Why would we go against the power structure over things the power structure does? Rather, let's attack the power structure over things that the power structure doesn't endorse. It's so backwards, I can't take it. Like, they locked you in your own homes for 3 months and barely anybody even batted an eye. They threw people out of employment based on literally nothing. And if you haven't figured out that they had no idea no scientific basis. Despite all of their puffery and experts and all that, they still don't know how COVID is actually transmitted, and they still don't know that the lockdowns were the proper way to stem the tide, and they can never prove it because they can't show that the lockdowns were effective. They don't have an analog to balance it against. Because the states who took lesser measures and the states who took greater measures have similar bell curves on infection and death rates. New York being a massive outlier, probably due to New York City being a massive outlier of the rest of the country generally. But that, all of it was literally darts. It's darts at a board, and they told you it was scientific. And now they're second guessing. They're learning more about the virus. They're changing things they say about how transmission works. They still don't know, y'all. They literally did it based on nothing. They threw people out of their jobs based on nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're like, well, these people can't work. And these people are like, wait, why can't I work? You know, the original Minnesota lockdown order was supposed to include landscaping and lawn mowing. Wait, why? Why is lawn mowing? They don't know what they're doing. And they just took the rights of, I don't know the math, 100 million people. They just shut them down. Took their rights away. Took their jobs away. Some people are going to lose houses because of this. Some people have to have entire career shifts because of this. Their lives have been uprooted over nothing. And that was instituted by the power. That would be worth rebelling against the power structure to say, whoa, 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 this isn't right. But the crazy thing is, the power structure agrees with us that the cop killing George Floyd was wrong. So why are we rebelling against the power structure and not just Derek Chauvin? Anyway, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Calming down. I'm going to go to the next chat, please. Go to the next chat, please. Thank you, Kalinka. You're trying to kill me via heart attack. Wolf Runner 999 says, Nick, I'll give you $100 to shave that racist haircut off on stream. I mean, good God, if you streamed that bear right, if you stream that bear right, the rioters would drive out to the boonies to lynch you. I'm not taking, you can't take my hair for the price of $100. Rockstar Dane says, hey Nick, don't take any gruff from these swine. Hair looks fine. Hope you're staying safe and well, and cheers, my friend. Rockstar Dane, I'm with it. It rhymes, so it's more true than the other thing. And if you want to be more true than Rockstar Dane, then what you say better rhyme better than his did. The rhyme wins. The rhyme wins. The Pranksters of Konoha says, first time super chat, Nick. Hey, thank you. Welcome. Question, what charge would stick on the officer that put his knee on the neck of the suspect? I think involuntary manslaughter or second degree murder. Second degree murder? No, not in Minnesota. We went through this on the stream yesterday. The second degree murder charge in Minnesota is a stretch. And I'm trying to remember my exact reasoning because I gotta, hold on. Let me get the statute pulled up. All right. Okay, so for second degree murder, you have to either have intent, all right? You either have to have intent to cause the death of a human being without premeditation, difference between second and first, or for an unintentional murder, you have to be committing a felony offense other than criminal sexual conduct in the first or second degree. So to prove that Derek Chauvin committed second degree murder against George Floyd, you would have to prove an underlying criminal act like assault, for example, in which case for assault, you would have to prove that he either did great bodily harm or that he was threatening or intending to do it, intending to convey that threat, and then did it. But he doesn't actually do that. And I know that sounds weird. He doesn't do the assault. I don't think he had the intent to cause him harm. I really don't see... Wait, let me retract that. I don't know what his intentions were. I don't see evidence of a specific intent to cause him harm in the way that an assault would work. What I do see is him creating an eminently dangerous situation with a depraved mind, which is why third-degree murder in Minnesota, under the Minnesota statute, third-degree murder. Now, the Minnesota third-degree murder statute reads kind of like a second-degree murder statute in some other states. And so if you're familiar with second-degree murder being unintentionally killing someone, you might find some overlap on those ideas. I think that the third-degree murder charge is the best murder charge that they can do. Second-degree manslaughter is also a good charge. I think they can stick the third-degree murder charge based on what they have. Yeah, many don't feel that he's getting the charges he should, and unfortunately, fortunately, prosecutors are terrible, terrible people. Fortunately, most people are not prosecutors. They don't have the legal education, and they don't have the experience to know what case can actually win. Going harder on the charges gets closer to losing the case. You have to very carefully and accurately charge the correct charge. If they overcharge and go second degree or first degree and they don't have the underlying facts, and that is the intent to cause harm or death, not the intent to restrain. They have plenty of evidence that he was intending to restrain George Floyd. They have plenty of evidence that he was doing so in a way that was imminently dangerous. Putting your knee on someone's neck for a span of 8.5 minutes is imminently dangerous to the person. If you don't believe me, you volunteer to have someone else put their knee on your neck for 8.5 minutes. Especially compressing an artery or crushing, into the ground. You can do that. Don't do that to someone else. You volunteer to have it do to you. That's an imminently dangerous position. The depraved mind element comes from the fact that his partner said, or his fellow cop said, look, I can't find a pulse. Maybe we should roll him on his side. So at that point, he should know that there's a present danger of George Floyd being in a real medical issue. And he says, nope, we're going to keep him right here in this position. That's a depraved mind. That is without regard for the life of another person. So you've got the two elements of third degree murder. Second degree unintentional homicide, unintentional murder, you've got to prove the intent to cause the damage of the assault crimes. Assault crimes are crimes of intent. You have to intend to do the thing and then do the thing. So he would have to intend to cause harm to George Floyd and then cause harm. Not intend to restrain George Floyd and then accidentally cause him harm. All right? And that's why the statutes are different. That's why the charging of third degree murder is probably the right charge at this time. They can always amend it if they get different evidence. I don't think they're going to. That being said, people who think he needs to be charged harder don't understand how charging and a criminal conviction works with the sets of facts that are out there. Or maybe they misunderstand the facts. Most likely they misunderstand the law. Because why would you? If you're not getting charged with murder, what do you care? Right? As a normal human, why you're la-da-da-da-da, I don't care what legal elements are required to be proven to convict me of murder because I'm not being charged with murder. So hope that helps. Hope that helps solidify that. And I am sorry for my excitable state, but I'm grumpy. I'm grumpy. Man, a Q just reached out to me, just saw my message. I told him he was welcome on, but he's very busy tonight. He's got some family duties to take care of. So I'm gonna bid him farewell. Well wishes. All right. There we go. Okay. That being said, next, Blue Crimson 217 says, "Hey Grifter, sending you the super chat and letting you know the protests here stayed peaceful. Good. I'm glad. Thank goodness Antifa doesn't care about rural Iowa. And to be fair to Antifa, who does? It's a dang shame governors will lock it all down thanks to the second wave." Yeah, that's the scary thing. They're probably going to do another COVID lockdown if it flares up again. They'll just do it. Woodman Gaming says, yes, let's infight as citizens and call each other names rather than seeing the problems at hand. You know me, having met in person, I think this divisive crap is absolute bull hokey. Hockey? Yes. I do. You're a very cool dude. We should hang out again sometime. JL not here. Says, Nick, don't listen to naysayers who say your hair looks good. Just dye it with purple Kool-Aid and you have the real look. Facial hair, stubble and all, or a blue clown wig for a Renfamous look. Ugh. And then that's no. And then Banished Link says, when is the next Greer stream? He's suing T Swift again. P.S. Maddox is now a banana and admitted that his brother caught him waxing his carrot to lascivious images / video. Lol. He's now a banana? I don't know what that means. But when is the next Greer stream? That's a good question. Soon. Like, I think it'll be next week. I'm going to make an effort to make it next week. How's that? That's a better answer than I think. Like I'm in control. Okay. And then a couple more, and then we're drinking this whiskey. It has had time to breathe. More time than George Floyd got. And we will be rating the whiskey. Rating, not rating. Magnus Borson says, Shane finally caught up to Chair Chan. Drink one for our homie. Oh, maybe Chair Chan's just rioting in Dallas, taking out Shane's house or whatever. Nate is me says, why are people giving money to organizations that free violent criminals alongside everyone else? And to Black Lives Matter with leaders that say if you're black, you can't be racist. And if you're white, you automatically are. I've lost faith in humans being intelligent life. Why? Because did you see the picture of the white people bowing and kneeling before like a couple black people? Did anybody else see that? I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what is happening here? What is this? Even if you're a true believer and you think that your whiteness makes you automatically racist and hateful, fine. What good does kneeling before someone in fealty do? Like, what good is that? That's not all black people. That's just a couple black people. Who are you kneeling before? And what for? Like, you didn't heal anything. What? I'm going to find that picture in a minute. Felipe Move It says, I was sad today thinking my life is not going well, but then I saw your haircut. Thank you for reminding me I could be doing way worse. You're welcome. It's always my job. It's always my job to make you guys look and feel better by comparison. Every game played says my pet conspiracy theory is that this is a gambit to buy the real estate for cheap to gentrify the area. Oh, that's a good conspiracy theory. I like that one. Drink more. I haven't drank any. So, yeah, that'll be great. Oh, wait, I had 2 drops. Also, do you think this is going to start with social credit system in the US with facial recognition software? Good God, I hope not. I don't need a social credit system. I think I can... You know, have you ever seen the videos of the stock tickers and they're all on the little wheels or whatever and they're just like plummeting? That's my, every time I hear social credit score, I just picture my own just it's a Japanese kamikaze pilot going at every American aircraft carrier. Whew. Whew. Cody Sinclair says, hey, Nick, first super chat ever. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks to riots, my entire country is now under 8 p.m. curfew. Before this, quarantine and things like PS5 event being postponed, this is getting ridiculous. Thankfully, I have whiskey. Cheers. And on that note, if you're just joining the stream, this is what I'm drinking tonight. This is the Whistle Pig, the Boss Hog, 6th edition. It's got Jamie Markey in samurai cosplay on the top, and this is 120.5 proof. Let me read about it real quick. I'll read about this. Okay. Dave Pickerell's 5 promises for the Boss Hog are steadfast and eternal. Single barrel. Bottled at proof. Powerfully complex. Distinctly unique from anything we've done before, and stupendous. Dave was not only a whiskey master, but a chemist, a historian, and a romantic. The pursuit of stupendous rye whiskey is both an art and a science, and Dave never ceased to see the beauty nor the story in each. The saga of the samurai scientist belongs to Takamine Yokichi, a kindred spirit from a past century, a descendant of sake brewers, intercontinental scholar of chemistry, and intrepid entrepreneur. Takamine forever changed. I'm probably murdering his name. I'm probably nuking his name harder than Hiroshima. Takamine forever changed the American whiskey industry in 1890 by introducing koji fermentation to the West. Koji, a naturally occurring rice mold, has been used for millennia in the production of sake and umami-rich foods. Thanks to Takamine's legacy, damn it, the illustrious mold was also the fermentation catalyst for this pure and powerful expression of the Boss Hog. To complete the samurai scientist, master blender Peter Lynch embarked on an odyssey to find the perfect finishing barrel for this profoundly flavorful rye whiskey. He chose it in Yame City in Fukuoka prefecture on Japan's southernmost island. Also known for its famously tasty Kurobuta pigs. Just once every decade, the Kitaya Brewery lays down for a traditional, intensely flavorful Sanaburi shochu that will mingle with locally sourced plums for more than 11 years to become their most prized umeshu. Its remarkably rich, nuanced, and elegant profile lends soft, sweet notes that further color the mosaic of flavor found in the 6th edition of the Boss Hog. Takamine, the samurai scientist, was the patron of the first cherry blossom trees to grace the banks of Washington, D.C., a gift to symbolize friendship between countries. Cherry blossoms are an annual reminder that life, like this bottle of whiskey, is equally stupendous and ephemeral. We hope you enjoy each and every sip. And how appropriate. The Japanese sent us cherry blossom trees. We sent them a fat man and a tall boy. Or whatever. Whew. Ugh. Not good. All right. So that's the story of this 6th edition Boss Hog. Little boy. You're right. Little boy. Sorry. Was it little boy? I thought it was tall something. What am I, a historian? This wasn't a major event. All right, here we go. Smell it. There's heavy alcohol smell in this. I'm going to give you the, it is 60% liquor. There's a lot of gasoline coming off of this, but hold on. That was too much gasoline. There is an underlying fruity flavor. You can smell it. It's a perfume. A perfumed sort of scent. I don't know. That's a good whiskey. My mouth is on fire. All this is just burning. My tongue is burning. The roof of my mouth burning, tingled. It's smooth. My throat had zero burn down the throat. Goes down like a prize. Really, really smooth whiskey. It's all in the mouth tingle. I get the umami flavor, sort of like a fungal or mushroom flavor, is pretty potent in there. It's great. And yeah, there's a sweetness to it. It's probably from the plum or whatever. But I mean, it is fire in your mouth. It is great. But I have to, you can drink 60% alcohol and when you swallow, you're like, nothing. No, I can't even tell that I swallowed this. It's all stays localized up in the mouth. This is really, really good. Fantastic. Fantastic. Whew. That's going to be a sad bottle to lose. That's going to be a sad bottle to lose. It burns like a Minneapolis Target. I don't know what jokes are okay anymore. I need a grown-up. I need a grown-up to tell me what jokes are good. Oh my God. That is, what about cognac? Cognac? The only cognac I've really had is a Hennessy White. That was shared with me by my friend, Q from Out of the Darkness. Introduced me to Hennessy White. Very good cognac. Really delicious. So, yeah, I'm good with that. As for other cognacs, I don't drink them very often. I couldn't tell you. Spookmeyer, have you had Hennessy White though? Not just regular Hennessy. Gotta have Hennessy White. Okay. What was next? I'm just stuck on how good that sip of whiskey was. This is not a you do not want to pound this down. Oh yeah, Spookmeyer. Hennessy regular is not the same. Hennessy White is that's like saying Jack Daniels is the same as single barrel small batch Jack or Gentleman Jack. And that's actually a bad comparison because Hennessy White is quite a higher grade. I don't know if you can even get it in the US. Oh, that's good. Man, that's All right. I'm going to have to save this bottle and share it with people because if you are ever a purchaser of expensive whiskey, don't hoard that shit. Don't do it. Share it with the people that you love that love whiskey. Not someone who's like, "Oh yeah, I like whiskey. I like tin cup bourbon. It's my favorite. It's really high quality." You can like tin cup bourbon, that's fine, but Slow your roll. Bam. I like a Johnny Walker Red. It's Johnny Walker Red. That's a great high quality Scott. No, you stop it. Don't share with them. Share with someone who actually likes it. And if anybody drinks Fireball whiskey, throw them into a Target in a riot town. That's where they belong. Joseph Kerwin says, theory, businesses hurt by the quarantine have no cash flows and are crushed by overhead. Owners reduce overhead and liquidate inventory simultaneously by joining a riot and burning their insured building down. Now, some riots, some insurance companies may not actually, or some insurance policies may not actually cover riots. Those might be an act outside of the scope of the insurance policy, but otherwise it's a possible theory. There certainly could be some businesses who do that. Brigand 231, I do not drink Fireball. That is a filthy lie. I have drank Fireball as punishment. That's like, how do I, okay. That's like saying I'm opposed to carpentry, right? Like I am opposed to carpentry and carpentry is bad. And someone's like, you use hammers, but I use the hammer to smash my own toes after I did something stupid. Like just smash them. It's not carpentry. It's not the same thing. The Fireball was a punishment. It was a punishment and it was deserved because I had Jason Youngbluth on this show, and that guy is a giant pile of garbage. What? I can't think of a worse punishment than having to drink Fireball. Ugh. Disgusting. And then Nova Zero says better to, oh, excuse me. Nova Zero says, better to off on your feet than on your knees. How the flip is this hard? How about don't tread on me, don't step on me, don't kneel on me? What? To any roof Koreans, please yell insults. First and Second Amendment joined together. There you go. Siren Jag gave me cinnamon moonshine at Bubba Fest. Yeah. Cinnamon? I thought it was apple pie. Moonshine, wasn't it? I don't remember a lot of Bubba Fest. Especially the drinking day. Stop trashing Fireball or else. It's so bad. Oh God, it sucks. I'm sorry. It's awful. Okay. Let's do this. We got to talk about this real quick. I got to bring the mood down. Why am I got to bring the mood down for this. Too much mirth and joy. So we've got to do this. I don't want to show the video of this guy. Because, man, I don't like watching good people die. I don't know. I don't want to do that to people who are watching the show either. So we're not going to do that. We'll cover the story real quick. I don't know if you guys know about this down in St. Louis. Retired police captain shot to death at a St. Louis pawn shop in slaying, caught on Facebook Live. You can go find the video. If you want to watch a man die on the street, the indignity of dying in the street because some bullshit people trying to steal stuff from a pawn shop. That is that's a damn shame. There's no other way to describe it. That's just a damn shame, and hopefully they can catch the people who did it. Right? Like that's That's the stuff that needs to be done. Here's the sign. Y'all killed a black man because they killed a black man. Question. Rest in peace. A retired police captain was shot to death by looters at a St. Louis pawn shop early Tuesday, and his killing apparently was broadcast on Facebook Live. David Dorn, 77 years old, was shot in the torso. Now, some people said he was shot in the head. When I saw the video, I was like, that's not a headshot. Like, he's bleeding out of his abdomen. So I don't know. Maybe there was someone else shot in the head, or it was just misinformation. Lower this down a little bit. But the one I saw was this guy, and he had clearly been shot through the chest. He died on the sidewalk in front of the shop, Lee's Pawn and Jewelry, at 4123 Martin Luther King Drive. Like, you know, life has a way of making things kind of awful, right? Like that. It's weird. It's like you write, if you wrote that in a book, it'd be stupid. But that's where it actually happened. Police have made no arrests and they have no suspects. Authorities have announced $10,000 reward for information. The Ethical Society of Police, which represents black officers in St. Louis, mourned Dorn as the type of brother that would have given his life to save them if he had to. Flowers and a teddy bear sat outside the shop next to a handwritten sign. Diane Davis knew Dorn and brought the flowers Tuesday. She said he was like a father to many. So this is... Why is St. Louis rioting over a Minneapolis cop killing a Minneapolis person? Why are y'all rioting in St. Louis? Like, you did the worst. Prior to this, no black guy had been killed by a Minneapolis police officer's actions in St. Louis. Now, because of the outrage over it, they have transferred that and translated it into another death of another black man. This one apparently a pretty good guy, 38 years on the job. I naturally would never speak to him. I can't abide police in any way, but look, he looks like he belongs on an 80s sitcom about growing. Like, doesn't he look like the Family Matters dad? Kinda. Little bit. Except he's got glasses. He's got a bigger forehead. You know, the guy who's a cop and everything? The Die Hard guy? Several people on social media said they watched the broadcast on Facebook Live that showed the shooting at the pawn shop. Let's see. One of those who saw it is State Rep Rasheen Aldridge, Democrat St. Louis, told the Post-Dispatch that he was shaken by it. Very traumatized right now, he said in a message to a reporter. The post was taken down by Facebook shortly after it was broadcast, but the company said in a statement that was a mistake, explaining that the video did not expressly violate company policy on violent and graphic content. It really isn't a graphic video, it's just a damn depressing video. We're saddened by what took place in St. Louis yesterday, a Facebook spokesperson said. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Facebook, for being sad. What the hell? The virtue signals, guys. Under our policies, the video has been covered with a warning screen but remains on the platform. We know you're saddened. You're saddened by a bad thing. Good job. Thank you for your service. Hold on. Let's find something a little funnier that I saw earlier today. So we can get off the depressing topic of dead cop. Look at this. Look at this tweet from Popeyes. This has to be real. If this isn't real, I'll be sad. They've apparently deleted it. But look at that. Popeyes chicken tweets out, Popeyes is nothing without black lives. The proper virtue signal. The Proper virtue signal. Speaking truth to power. Yes. Yeah. Like, look at this. By the way, we all have to blame Andy Worski. Andy Worski, the one man who could have stopped all of the senseless violence by just yelling, "Stay back! Stay back!" The one man who could have fixed all the riots in the nation. Where was he in our time of need? Where was he? It's like when Bruce Wayne left or whatever, and there was no Batman. Andy Worski, it was our country's, he was the Autobot Matrix. Andy was the Autobot Matrix of leadership, and he just wouldn't open. Wouldn't open. Apparently, darker days are ahead. Look at this. If this isn't an ad for being a cop, I don't know what is. Whoever took Coulter Peterson, the guy who took this photo, the police department needs to immediately hire this guy and say, look, we need more cops. We need more promotional photos like this. This is the coolest damn cop ad I've ever seen. I want to buy cops right now. Like, I'm going to join the mafia to buy as many cops as possible. I'm going to the cop store to buy them all right now because this is badass. The sparks and stuff that are going on in the background look like missiles of justice flying out towards the enemy. I expect... Now, granted, look at this ragtag group of police. Before we get too hasty now, these need to be a bunch of big dudes. And it turns out that this is like the junior varsity police squad. Pay no attention to the police in the foreground. Focus only on the awesome fireworks display in the background. Because I don't know what 4'10" Tina here is going to do. Or like this lady, and I know that this is a lady because she's a 1.5 feet shorter than everybody else on the line. Like, what? What the? And this guy, you can see his mustache. I don't know what is happening with this cop lineup, but ignore that. Pretend it's a bunch of swole dudes who are going to go enact justice, and that is the ad that you need. See, they need Coulter Peterson to recreate this photo, but with actually burly cops. And then it's awesome. Then it's awesome. Oh my goodness. What is happening? When I first saw the picture, I'm like, that is awesome. Then as I start yelling and talking, I'm like, what is with it? We are the Munchkin Squad. What are they going to do? You used to be a rioter. Then you took a nightstick to the knee. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, so we've got, let's see, the memorial fund. Let me see if I can find that real quick. These guys stole my joke. Actually, I don't know if they stole my joke, but okay, here we go. Here is the fundly.com fund for the Captain David Dorn Memorial Fund. Here, I'm going to pull this up on screen, guys. You know, I don't know much about it. This is from Jake Posobiec. Jake Posobiec, he's a blue check mark on Twitter, but I think one of the like not terrible ones, but I don't know. He's got a big Twitter account. He has started this Fundly thing here. So if you want to find it, you can go on Fundly. It's the Captain David Dorn Memorial Fund on Fundly. They're already up to $115,439. So all funds from this will go to his family. So if you want to support that, you certainly can. Jack Posobiec here has started that up. And there you go. I don't know, much else beyond what you guys see here. Okay, Fundly, stop doing that. Let me take a moment. Websites in which you click on a link and the website opens, and then after about 10 seconds, they decide to dim the site and take it over with a Flash or HTML5 pop-up or whatever that shit is, can seriously get riots against the website. I hate it. I hate having my website that I'm browsing stop, dim, and have bullshit pop up for me to click away. Stop it now. That wasn't an ad. That was Fundly's thing. I hate it. Yeah, guys, I get that Jack Posobiec is Posobiec. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I get that he's a good guy. I just don't know him outside of Twitter. I'm not making any judgment about him at all. I'm saying the only reason I brought him up is because I assume it's a relatively trustworthy campaign since he's a public person raising funds publicly on behalf of someone else. I mentioned who he was generally just so people know that this isn't like Bill Weaver, the guy under the 35th Street overpass in Baltimore or something, right? Like this is probably a legit fund. That's all I was saying with that. So anyway, there is the Captain David Dorn Memorial Fund. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, is it? Oh my God, we're going to watch a powerful moment, y'all. I hope y'all are ready for a powerful moment. Just a second. I got to get my headphones. We're up for a powerful moment. What was that? Oh, stop! Son of a... Hold on just a second. Hold on, there's something, Is that it? Nope. That's not it. Get that out. Hold on. I gotta fix all these system sounds. Nope. What is it? There's something that's like, one of my USB devices is just repeatedly connecting to this, and I don't know what it is. Hold on one second. Nope. It's not that. What the F? Oh, it was that. Thank you, Stream Deck, for being an absolute disaster. Okay, here we go. I know you guys couldn't hear it because I hadn't switched over the audio to the right thing yet, but I had something was just giving the connection sound like every 3 seconds. It was wonderful. Here we go. All right. I need to calm myself down for this. That is some seriously delicious whiskey. All right. Marty Lund says Jake Posobiec set up a memorial fund for Mr. Dorn's family because everyone else was too busy making tithes to the funds to bail out the looters and rioters. Fundly.com/Captain David Dorn Memorial Fund. Thank you for that, Marty. And of course, since that, we have shown it on the stream. So you guys, if that is something you are called to donate to, please do. If not, don't. That's that. And then Morty J says, screw Twitter and social media. I'm tuning into the Nikki Rackets rant show. I'm glad. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here is the tweet by DJ Soxy. And what was it was a joke by Dimitri Martin, who's a very funny man. And he said, how do you immediately turn something cool into something stupid? Or I think it's, how do you immediately lose IQ points or something? It's just add DJ before the name. Like Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States, Civil War, abolish slavery. DJ Abraham Lincoln, idiot. So here's DJ Soxy. White neighbors, apparently the English spelling. I don't know where DJ Soxy is from. Kneel down and ask for forgiveness on behalf of the whites. Oh! All races are equal before God. So hashtag George Floyd protests, hashtag Black Lives Matter. This is a very powerful moment. Look at all the fists, the different fist colors. White, well, that's not even white. Very powerful moment. Okay, let's watch this very powerful moment. It's 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds. Stand with me. Also ask if God viewed the Canaanites and the Jews the same. In the OT. In the OT. Here we go.
We know he's being God and he no longer should be here. In honor of his legacy, we're not rioting, God. We're not shaming anybody, God. We're just humbling ourselves before you. Yes, Lord. You brought the thunder and rain today, God. Because Satan takes the L today. Father, in Jesus' name, you get the victory. Father, we ask for forgiveness from our black brothers and sisters for years and years of racism, of systematic racism.
Are they racist? Now, look. If these white guys are racist, I guess ask for forgiveness for your racism. What the hell is happening? Like, did they not get that by like 50 people, 50 white people asking for forgiveness from 20 black people? That signifying all white people and all black people in those two numbers is inherently racist. Like, that is, you are creating a monolith out of a very small group that does not, it cannot accurately represent the millions of black people in the United States alone, much less much less the billions of black people across the planet. Nor can you similarly represent the billions of white people across the planet. Like, to treat monolithically entire groups as represented based on a tiny sample is the epitome of racism. That is the absolute state of racism, is to say that by asking these black folk for forgiveness on behalf of us white folk, that we have now achieved our penance, and that this is some representative sample. Like, do we know? Now, I'm guessing that they have. Do we know that any of these black people have experienced racism? Probably, right? Probably. But that being said, it's possible that they haven't, or that they haven't felt racism in a way that has personally impacted them. We don't know. You know why we don't know? Because they're not a monolith. It's not one. It is a many. It is different people. Ugh. Show the comments. Well, this whole situation was brought about by another white man kneeling on an unarmed black man. Confess your sins one to another that you may receive healing. Wow, this is powerful. It's like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks have been interceding in heaven over this matter. Well, to be fair, Rosa Parks was trying to intercede, but she got on the bus and St. Peter told her to go to the back, and it shut down the whole damn city. It was a mess. Powerful indeed. Powerful. Powerful to the glory of God. Powerful. Powerful Jew. Powerful. Downloader bot. I love this. It's the beginning of mass healing. Oh my goodness. What do we got? Let's do GoFundMe. Let's hold on. Let me get this pulled up. Let's get GoFundMe. Imagine. First of all, I'm a bad Christian anyway, because if my pastor says outdoor service next week, I'm like, I don't like air conditioning. And then you heard him. God brought the thunder and the rain because Satan is taking that L. Like, I don't know what world you live in where it's like, well, thunder and rain means Satan's taking an L. I'm not sure where in the Bible that is. Probably in Hebrews, I'm guessing. But I'm not sure where that came from in the text. We're in the text, y'all. I don't get it. That being said, my pastor says outdoor service. I'm already thinking stay at home is in place. Stay at home. Look, that's COVID talk. I'm going home. I'm not messing with this outdoor nonsense. I don't want to be itchy. There's bugs. There's heat. I don't know if there's a breeze or a drizzle. I'm pissed off automatically. Sunday morning comes and there is a damn rainstorm. Count me out. You can guarantee I am not at outdoor church in the rain. You can guarantee it. It will not happen. Whew. I can't, I just get like, I am stuck, bewildered by this. Okay, GoFundMe. If I type in GoFundMe virtue signal, will I get it? GoFundMe. Oh, I killed my keyboard. 1 second here. I forgot I unplugged my keyboard. Sorry. Boom, boom. GoFundMe. BLM. Let's try that. Oh, Jesus Christ. GoFundMe. Statement. Let's just go to GoFundMe. Maybe it's on their front page. Is that it? Here it is. Is this it? Oh, God. All right. Check the Discord. I don't even have Discord pulled up. You guys are distracting. What am I checking the Discord for? Okay. See, Corono, you say check the Discord. Do you know how much Discord nonsense there is? No. We've got it. Here we go. Yeah, plus, I can't pull up the Discord on here. Speaking of which, let me shill that Discord. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That means live chat Wednesday. Patreon and New Project 2 supporters at the $5 plus level or the super loyal level, lawyer level on YouTube get access to the Discord. If you're at the $10 plus level, you get to participate via speaking in live chat Wednesday. That is available. If you want to join on Patreon before tomorrow's live chat Wednesday, you can. Patreon and New Project 2, both of them have this, have access to it. So that is 2 p.m. Central Time every Wednesday. There is a live chat. Sometimes that 2 p.m. is a little flexible if something stupid happens, but I don't know of anything tomorrow. So, and we talk about literally nothing. It's just a chat with me every Wednesday for 2 to 3 hours. And we just hang out and talk. All right, let's pull this up. We stand together, supporting justice plus equality. Justice plus equality. Malik Foxon says the quote, all races are equal before God statement is ironic because if he even thought the races were equal, he wouldn't condone one race bowing before another, begging for forgiveness. They should be bowing before him and asking him for forgiveness. True. For violence against his creation, right? So here we go. So this is, as a white man, you need to take a knee to the back of the neck. It's for mass healing. No. I will armor this neck. You can't stop me. JC Gaming says, if you're white and are ashamed of your skin color, you are a racist and a cuck. If you're any race and ashamed of your skin color, you are a racist and a cuck. Anybody. If you're black and think this is okay, guess what? You're also a racist. Never be ashamed of your skin. You have nothing to do with these actions unless you do, and then you're just a dick. But lots of people are dicks, and just fix it. Just, if you're a dick, just stop being one. There you go. Fixed. Okay. Let's look at this GoFundMe thing, and then we're going to look at the GoFundMe terms of service. We stand together, supporting justice plus equality. Join us to support organizations focused on bail, racial justice, and law enforcement reform. This is interesting. Bail. Statement from GoFundMe CEO Tim Cadogan. Quote, over the last week, people across the country have stood up in the face of injustice and systemic racism plaguing the black community. Yeah, I guess. We've seen an outpouring of global support on GoFundMe for George Floyd's family. I'll pull this up because that's actually like, holy Jesus Christ. Hallowed be your name or whatever. $11 million? They have raised $11 million already for the official George Floyd Memorial Fund. We're going to read that in a second. Oh my good God. This fund is established to cover funeral and burial expenses. I think you nailed that one. Mental and grief counseling, hopefully enough there. Lodging and travel for all court proceedings, and to assist our family in the days to come as we continue to seek justice for George. A portion of these funds will also go to the estate of George Floyd for the benefit and care of his children and their educational fund. A big portion. A big portion. Good. Good. Get it. Get it. You know, an injustice occurred. I have no problem with this. I'm just shocked. Like, that is a massive number. A massive number. Mind you guys, they're gonna sue the city of Minneapolis, and they're going to get another $20 to $30 million from the city of Minneapolis. It is going to be a huge payout. You know. Whew. Wow. That's a lot of money. Look, if the family of George Floyd needs a competent estate planning attorney... No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. They do need a competent estate planning attorney. Hopefully, Ben Crump has a connection for them. Because they really do. You need to manage that level of money. You have to manage it. Hold on. $11 million. And it just started, y'all. That thing's going to hit 20 million. Maybe not. Maybe 15. Here's the real kicker. Here's the real kicker. GoFundMes can be taxable income, might not be taxable income, right? Like, the way a gift works is if it is given just out of the goodness of your heart and a respect for the person for no reason, you know, it's a gift. There's no condition. That's a gift. Income is, I give you money, I expect you to do something. So, when you guys send me money via super chats, for example, those are income. Those are not gifts. Those are income, and I am taxed on that income because you are paying, in essence, for me to provide a service, an entertainment service. I agree. Outside of YouTube's terms, I agree personally to read all of them to the best of my ability. So, like, it's a thing. We have an exchange going on. It's income. DSP is wrong calling them donations, but, you know, he may have to reconcile that with his tax man. That's not up to me. They're not donations here. GoFundMe is different. Here's money. They don't expect the Floyd family to do anything. There's no quid pro quo in the Floyd GoFundMe. That would suggest that I saw. I just skimmed it. That would make it somehow income. Someone in the chat mentioned so many $20,000 donations. There's a federal gift taxing limit. There's a federal gift taxing limit, and it's somewhere around $14,000. And anything above that federal gift taxing limit is taxed at like 50% to the payor, not the payee. So the person donating 20 grand technically is going to have to pay taxes on something like $6,000 of that. That's fantastic. Is it 15,000 now? It goes up each year by an amount, so I don't know what the limit is. But like, it won't be paid by the Floyd family. And here's the bad thing: it won't be paid by the givers either. It's supposed to be, but I bet some of these jackasses have no idea that they're gifting over the federal gifting limit, and that they would have to pay a 50% tax, roughly, on any amount over the limit, which is, someone said, 15,000. Now, there are ways to structure that if you're giving to multiple people, or if you have multiple, like a husband, wife, they can combine their gifting and stuff like that. It's a messy thing, but I bet no one's going to do it. Whew. Okay, anyway, back to this. Peaceful protesters demanding change and organizations fighting for equality and accountability. The issues people are voicing are deep-rooted and require meaningful change. We understand that to drive change, we must get involved and take action. To help drive that change today, we've created the Justice and Equality Fund to support organizations that people that are dedicated to addressing both urgent needs and systemic problems. We've committed $500,000 to start the fund, which will initially focus on bail, racial justice, and law enforcement reform. Solving the deep structural issues that have caused these nationwide protests will take empathy and dedication. We are committed to sustained effort to create change and look forward to working with you to help our society become more equitable. Let's take a look at the fund. It's at $797,635. Apparently, that, let's see, do we get to see the biggest donation? Top donation is from Gofundme. So they're actually, I mean, they're doing okay. You'd think they'd be doing better. But they've done the 500,000, so that is included in this 800,000 amount, just under 800,000. So let's see what we've got here. Justice and Equality Fund aims to do just that, addressing both urgent needs as well as broader systemic issues. At launch, donations will support organizations focused on bail, racial justice, and law enforcement reform. Initial benefiting organizations will include the Bail Project, Center for Policing Equity, and the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. Of fucking course. Of course you would fund the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, because you are Gofundme, and you have no idea, do you? No idea. You just picked a black thing, you fucking racists. Oh, come on. Come on. Try not being racist for just a minute. Can you? Can you try? Can you try and do any fucking research? Jesus Christ. Find the biggest black thing you can and give them money right now. No, not the lady and the rascal at Walmart. I mean the organization. What is it? That colored people one. Get them the money. Can you imagine the white asshole deciding to give the money to the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund? Fuck me. Look, if you're gonna support bail and police reform, find organizations that do it, not organizations that advertise it. For Christ's sake, just pick the Innocence Project. Pick anything other than the NAACP's trash organization. Just anything. There are good organizations out there that support black interests. There really are. The NAACP has been around for how long? What have they fixed? They've been around so long, calling people colored wasn't racist. Let's see. Okay, GoFundMe. Terms and conditions. E1337 Neo says, "Hey Nick, this whole fiasco reminds me of one of Randall Graves' classic lines from Clerks 2, and I quote, 'Well, listen to you telling me I can't do something because of the color of my skin. You're the racist.'" There you go. Jeff the Gamer says, "Nick, we were trying to get you to check Discord because David Dorn's family posted on Facebook. They have not endorsed any fundraiser of any kind and requested that any fundraiser be flagged for fraud." Oh, damn. You gotta DM me that stuff. Oh, and Keck did. Thank you, Keck. Thank you, Keck. Let me open that. I'll pull this up. Just so we're clear, sorry guys, I didn't see this earlier. David Dorn, the Dorn family is not authorized or endorsed any fundraisers or GoFundMe pages. If you encounter one, please report it as fraud. If anyone feels a need to make a donation, please reach out to Crime Stoppers and give money toward the reward or make a donation to Backstoppers. Thank you, the Dorn family. So don't donate to the Fundly thing here, this Captain David Dorn Memorial Fund. Now, how this works, I assume with Fundly, because the way it works with GoFundMe is similar. To actually get the money from people and give it to the family, they would need the consent of the family. It's not like Jack Posobiec is going to get all this money. You typically, if you make something on behalf of someone else, especially if any appreciable amount of money comes in, at least with GoFundMe, they contact you and they say, hey, we've frozen the assets in this until we get confirmation from the beneficiary. I'm guessing Fundly is the same because that would be a money laundering issue that they would probably regulate it into doing. So I keep saying Jake, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's Jack. He's just another guy on Twitter. I don't care about him, so I don't know his name. I apologize. I've just seen him there. Okay, GoFundMe terms of service. Date of last revision is April 20th, 2020. They added this COVID-19 notice. Let's do this. Let's skip all this bullshit and let's go to the important stuff. Yeah. Charities. Let's see, there's legal funds somewhere in here. Let's just do this. Legal. Oh, here's how they're gonna get around it. But let's take a look at this. Campaign that we deem in our sole discretion to be for the legal defense of alleged crimes associated with hate, violence, harassment, bullying, discrimination, terrorism, or intolerance of any kind relating to race, ethnicity, national origin, religious affiliation, sexual orientation, sex, gender, or gender identity, serious disabilities or diseases, or financial crimes, or crimes of deception. So, here's the thing. Campaign that we deem in our sole discretion. So they're going to exempt themselves. But look at this. Imagine a bizarro world. Now, I know this is going to be hard to imagine. I know it. And I have to hesitate in even saying this scenario because it's going to be taken the wrong way. But listen to this. Imagine a white man killed in the exact same way as George Floyd, and the cop is black. And then a bunch of white people protesting, and then a bunch of white people rioting in the streets with black people joining in about the injustice of a black cop killing a white man. Imagine it happened in this way. Do you think for a fucking moment you start a GoFundMe to support bail for the rioters over a black cop killing a white guy and the rioters being white people? Like, do you think for a moment that that fund is allowed? And if your answer is anything other than, of course it's allowed, one, you're wrong, and two, or wait, no, one, you're right. If you think it, of course it's allowed, you're wrong. Two, that's a problem. That's a problem. Look, you should never be ashamed of your skin color. I also don't think you should take particular pride in your skin color, like, because you didn't do it. You shouldn't be ashamed of who you are, but your inherent immutable characteristics don't, like, they're not an achievement. So I don't think you should have particular pride. But if you're going to allow people to have pride in their skin color, you can't decide that some people can't, right? Like, you can't have black pride but not white pride, Hispanic pride but not white pride. You can't do that. And if you say that white pride is bad, then any other race pride is bad similarly. And this is the problem with GoFundMe at this moment. If the roles were reversed, no way in shit does GoFundMe do this. And the problem is the same. I want to make that very clear. The problem is the same. If a black cop had killed a white guy, if a white cop had killed a white guy in the same manner as George Floyd, right now, all evidence being what we know right now, the problem is the exact fucking same. And I'm sick of pretending that it's a race problem with Floyd. It's not yet. It may be. We have no evidence that Derek Chauvin's a racist. We have lots of evidence that Derek Chauvin is an asshole killer. An asshole and a killer, not an asshole killer. That's Preston's wife. We have lots of evidence that Derek Chauvin is a piece of shit who killed a person. We have no evidence that he did it because that person was black. But there's no fucking way GoFundMe... Did GoFundMe support police violence when Daniel Shaver got offed and the cop who murdered him in cold fucking blood walked free? Of course not. Of course they didn't. I don't even have to search. I don't even have to search to figure that out. Police violence is a pervasive society problem. Anytime your government fucking kills you, we have a problem. Even if they're justified, because how did they get to justification? How did they do it? You gave up rights to give them the ability to do it. Anytime a cop kills a citizen, anytime, it's a problem, even when it's right. Even when it's right. But they don't give a shit unless it's media worthy. And GoFundMe, fuck you. Sony, fuck you. IGN, fuck you for your virtue signaling bullshit. None of you give a goddamn shred of thought about a black guy dying. You all give a shit about how it appears you act when a black guy dies. That's fucking it. And your garbage companies, all of you. Blackout Tuesday. Fuck you. I'm so damn pissed. Look at this shit. Hey, you got a nice shot of the back of my head there. The fade goes all the way up. Let's do this. Look at this shit. Here we go. Look at this. IGN 6 days ago. 6 days ago. What was that? Let's count back 6 days. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days ago, by the way, was 3 days after. 6 days ago was 3 days after the death of George Floyd. Y'all with me? That was the 28th. George Floyd was killed on the 25th. 6 days ago, IGN is posting Mortal fucking Kombat, and they don't even have the goddamn racial decency to put Kano in. They've got Raiden. They've got an Asian man, not a black man. 1 week ago, IGN's got a white guy and a white chick who are about to get killed by a fucking tranny. They got that. 1 week ago, look at this. George Floyd is already dead during all of this. I want to point this out. George Floyd is already dead when they're posting this shit. Wait, when was this? What day was this? Holy Jesus. It just says 1 week ago. I don't know how to find out what day they have a black guy in a fire. A black guy delivering to a fire. I don't know. It just says 1 week ago. Please tell me it's after the 25th. I don't know. It doesn't say actual dates on YouTube's thing. Damn it. Wait, we can maybe see what date. Okay, check out your top choices here. We can see. Oh, this is May 19th. I don't know when they posted this. Maybe this was just in the previous week. Hard to say. Okay, I'm not going to give them shit for that. Let's give them shit for this. When they posted this 6 days ago. Hover mouse over the 1 week ago. Let's see. It doesn't do anything. Nothing happens, unfortunately. Okay, so Mortal Kombat 1, 6 days ago. I want to point out, George Floyd has been dead for 3 days at this point, and protests are starting. Today, we get this shit. Today. Along with everybody else, right? We stand in solidarity with the black community and condemn racism. Where were you a week ago? Where were you on the 25th when he died? Did you want to see how it played out in the media first, you fucking liars? Where were they? Where were you? Listen to how long they waited. Listen to how long these assholes waited. When did I say that George Floyd's killing was unjust? Fucking immediately. The first show I did after his killing, unjust. We talked about it. Not that I deserve any special points either. I'm a guy who covers this stuff. That's it. That's it. But look at this. We stand in solidarity with the black community and condemn racism. Out of respect for and in support of those rightfully demanding justice and change across the United States and the world, IGN will be delaying the launch of its summer gaming main events until June 8th. Oh, thanks. Who fucking cares? You're a video game company. Who cares? You have nothing to do with this. You're not standing in solidarity with jack or shit. You know what would have been something close to this? if you had said nothing and then on June 8th said, by the way, the week of silence that you heard for us was us mourning the loss of George Floyd and standing in solidarity with the black community. We didn't want to virtue signal at the time. We're telling you now why we took a week off of content. And we know you noticed because we're IGN and we put out content every day. Something like that. We know you felt it. Now you feel a tiny amount of what racism has done to a ravaged community. Anything, the inconvenience that you suffered was just a fraction of what is experienced by people across the world every single day due to systemic problems with racism. I could craft you a better message than this in 10 seconds while drunk, you fucking cunts. God damn it. They couldn't pass up the opportunity to send off signal flares for their fucking virtue. Today, IGN is participating in Blackout Tuesday, a day of reflection, action, and commitment to meaningful change. What happened at IGN? What did you guys do to do this? What reflection did you do? Action and commitment to meaningful change. Did you send all the white employees out to apologize to every black person they found? Did you have them take the knee? Did you do a post your fucking videos, you cowards. What did you do? And oh my God, they have New Game Plus on here. George Floyd didn't get a New Game Plus, you fucking communists. Ah! IGN will be driving donations. Driving, not making, driving donations to support the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Who's the best marketing blacks on the planet? The NAACP. That should be their damn jingle. They don't actually do shit. An organization that supports legal action and long-term change. It's fucking long-term. It's what, 70 years now? It's like 70 years in the long-term making, including on our daily live show and New Game Plus. Our sister company, Humble Bundle, has announced a $1 million fund dedicated to helping publish games by black developers. Yeah, great. Who fucking cares? Ah! This is a start, but we are committed to driving long-term change. Oh, good. You're going to join the NAACP and not actually ever affecting that change because it's more profitable. It's more... I can't stress this enough, guys. It's more money for the NAACP with every black death in America. Why on earth would they want it to change? We will have more updates on how we will continue to support the fight for justice. Man, I hope all the liberal commies who love this hold their feet to the fucking fire and tell, where's the update? Where's the update? What's the IGN CEO's name? Let's find it. How white is this name? His name is Peer Schneider? His name is literally Peer Schneider. Peer Schneider. Let's get a picture of this guy. Don't worry, guys. I found the guy who's going to save black people. Here we go. Peer Schneider is here to rescue the black race. Don't worry, Peer is here to save us. Well, save the blacks. Thank God. Thank God. He's a German that grew up in Japan. I saw just while looking for his picture, I gleaned that much from him. Thank you. He's been at IGN for 20 years. He's a general manager of IGN. Look, listen. Where's the update, Peer? If there are not people asking, where's the update, Peer? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those jowls. You got that extra chin going. Where's the update, Peer? Where's the update? What are you going to do to fix the black community now? What do they say? What do they say? We will have more updates on how we will continue to support the fight for justice. Anybody want to place a bet on how many updates we see on the fight for justice? I just don't think we're going to get many. Where's the fucking update, Peer? What are you doing today, Peer? How's IGN supporting the black community today, Peer? Let me be very clear. IGN. What even is IGN? Like, what is it actually, though? Imagine Games Network, American video game and entertainment media website. What the actual hell does IGN have to do with any of this? Nothing. Why are they continuing the fight for justice? It's so far outside of their scope. They have no idea. None. That'd be like, Rekieta Media is continuing the fight for racial justice. Like, what am I doing? What would I possibly have to say about it? And the irony is probably more than fucking IGN does. Who else do we have? Who else do we have out there? Who else is virtue signaling on YouTube? Let's see. I don't even know who to look for. IGN is trash and always in. You drink only black-owned whiskey? Bring it. Bring it, squad. I'm ready. My body is ready for the black-owned whiskey. The whiskey of tomorrow today. Disney and Blizzard? Disney! We won't even... Disney, hashtag, we won't even draw the blacks, Disney. Oh, good. Thanks, Disney. Sony as well. I know Sony is. Let's see, what do we got here? Thank you, Felipe, for ruining my entire life with that direct message. Okay, sorry. I can't show that. That's a naked dude. That's a naked dude running around hitting people. He's penis flapping in the wind. I can't show that on stream. It's ridiculously funny, but I can't show that. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got here? Who do we have? Who can we search for? Blizzard. They make a statement. Blizzard Entertainment. How does Blizzard only have 400,000 subscribers? It's pretty embarrassing. Oh, they don't use their community tab. I know Sony. Sony did. Let's see if they did on YouTube. Community here. Nothing. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get Sony pulled up. Here we go. Here we go. Sony retweeted the PlayStation post. Let's pull this up here. PlayStation tweets, we have decided to postpone the PlayStation 5 event scheduled for June 4th. Oh, thank you. Thank you. While we understand gamers worldwide are excited to see PS5 games, we do not feel that right now is a time for celebration. And for now, we want to stand back and allow more important voices to be heard. What are you talking about? You are Escape. Your entire company is Escape. Your entire existence is getting away from reality that sucks and allowing people the opportunity to go into an alternate place where they don't have to deal with the bullshit. There is nothing more important than escapism for some people, because it's how they literally don't kill themselves. More important voices? Are you just worried? Are you just worried that a whole fucking lot of your customers are running around in downtowns firebombing shit? Is that what you're actually worried about? Because they're just dumbass kids? Is that the problem? Maybe that's the problem. What else we got? Blizzard doesn't have anything that I found. They're a different Blizzard? Blizzard CS the Americas? It's a COVID thing. I'm not actually seeing anything on Blizzard at all. See what Disney has. Blizzard where? Can someone send me a link? Because I just looked at the... Look at this. Okay, I'll show you guys my screen. Here's Blizzard Entertainment, right? May 29th is their last week. This isn't pinned. The official Blizzard account is Chinese. Wow. That's about as much. Oh, I think that's a joke. Activision Blizzard. Oh, maybe that's what we need. Activision Blizzard. Here we go. We are in this together. That's, oh, April 17th. That's COVID. Today and always, we support all those who stand against racism and inequality. There's no place for it in our society or any society. Black Lives Matter. Thank you. Thank you, Blizzard. Your name is literally a sheet of white. So I just want to point out that you are the whitest company on the planet. So good job. Nickelodeon. Here's Nickelodeon's pin tweet, May 31st. Oh, here's their one for Blackout Tuesday. Nickelodeon. Guys, all these people went fucking blackface. They literally went to blackface. In solidarity, they went blackface. What else can you say to a black post? They've completely blacked out the post. They went blackface. Notice they waited 6 days. 6 days from the death of George Floyd. 6 days. 6 days from the death of George Floyd. It's not about the death of the fucking black guy. They're more in line with the protests than the actual killing. Think on that. They had to wait for a riot to make a statement. These fucking assholes had to wait to see how the world would react before they could put their PR bullshit out. I gotta ask you guys, when you guys saw the video, when you saw the video of George Floyd on the 26th, because that's when most people saw it, the next day, right? Because it happened at night or in the evening. It was like 8 something. And he was pronounced dead at 9 something. The video spread around on the next day, on the 26th. What'd you think? Do you think that looks like some bullshit? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, man, that looks like some bullshit. It didn't take long to think, God, that looks like a cop killing a guy. If you didn't think that on the 26th, did you think it on the 27th? How about the 28th? How about the 29th? How about the 30th? Nickelodeon took longer than that. And they have an entire department of people whose job it is to make sure their social media presence is hip to the kids, right? They have an entire group of people to specifically look for public trends. Most people who see that video, most people at first glance go, that's kind of messed up. Like, and even people who will argue that it's justified, right? Or that it's hard to convict cops or whatever, or that, well, cops have a duty. I have faith that most people who watch the video of George Floyd go, man, that sucks. Even if they lay the blame on the feet of Floyd, they go, God, it sucks that guy had to die, right? Like, even... hell, I think even racists watch that video and go, I need to find a reason why that guy deserved to die. Nickelodeon took 6 days. They had to wait for the riots. They had to wait for public opinion to sway, to call out injustice. I can't get back. I can't get around that. Like, look, if you don't have to call out injustice, nobody's business on earth to call out injustice. It's nobody has to. Nobody's held to that standard. If you're going to call out injustice, if you're going to make that a part of your brand, why are you waiting 6 fucking days? Why are you waiting till there's literally people burning down every business you can find? Is it because you're calling out injustice, or is it because you're scared for Nickelodeon headquarters? Let's see. Nickelodeon headquarters. New York, New York. Does anybody know what date the riots spread to New York? Does anybody know what date the riot spread to New York? Is it 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Did it happen to be on May 31st, 2020? Now, I don't know. Wonder why they put out a fucking statement. Okay. Nicholas Hayes, who lives in New York, says he's been paying attention, says it was May 31st. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. Let's read these fucking comments. Thank you. It's reassuring to know that a network I did a lot of work for cares. Thank you. Thank you for this. Prayer hands. Heart. Heart. White fists. White fists by Aaliyah Cruz. Okay. Really proud of you, Nickelodeon. Glad to have good role models like you guys to future generations of children. This is it, apparently. 3,800 retweets. 15,800 likes. And we only get to see like 5 comments. 6. Look at... Do you think maybe they stopped comments on their thing or are actively policing the comments? People they follow can reply. That's how they set it up. Look at that. Only people that Nickelodeon follow. 3,500 retweets, 15,800 likes, 6 comments, because only people that Nickelodeon follows can reply. Good job. Virtue Burgers, Siren. Let's take a look at Virtue Burgers. Hold on, I'm getting there. If this is porn, I'm gonna kick you in the face. Burger King, we stand with you in support of equality and justice for Black lives, and we will use our platform, our position, and our voice to do so. When it comes to people's lives, there's only one way to have it without discrimination. Wait a minute! Burger King, I thought it was my way, right? Or was that Subway? I thought Burger King was like Your Way Burgers or whatever. Am I remembering that wrong? Burger King. June 2nd. It took them until today. Today. Have it your way. There's only one way to have it. Not your way, without discrimination. Did they, you know, they actually intentionally slipped their own logo into this fucking ad. It's an ad. It's all ads. It's ads. It's ads. It's ads. Dick Masterson is right about one thing. Everything is a goddamn ad. It's an ad. Ugh. I am the biggest corporatist ever. I love corporate personhood. I think it's important. I want corporations. I love business. And even I am like, it's a fucking ad. Everything's a goddamn ad, and they're all lying. I hate it. Oh, here we go. Let's read these comments. They weren't smart enough to turn the comments off. Praise Antifa Burger King. Yep, never ordering from Burger King again. Just fueling the fire for them. SMH, they don't want change or anything except destruction. It's obvious. You say you don't discriminate, and then you immediately discriminate against everyone that isn't black. Yep, never again, BK. Guys, I'm more ashamed that it's taken this many people that long to not buy Burger King. I'm working at Burger King right now. Good job, Juan. Oh, look at this. Trump kneeling on the Statue of Liberty. These people can't make up their fucking minds. Gaming Family YT. These, oh, Jesus Christ. Pokemon content creator with over 21k subs. Oh my God. Jump off the top of the Statue of Liberty in Minecraft. They can't make up their minds. Trump's a tyrant dictator. Trump didn't take enough power during COVID. What the fuck do you want? Trump isn't... You know what Trump is not doing, by the way? Trump is not declaring martial law. Trump is not overriding state authority. Right now, the President of the United States, his authority is only being exercised within the jurisdiction, within the fucking jurisdiction of the executive branch of the United States, Washington, D.C. Outside of Washington, D.C., the president has not exercised jurisdiction beyond his authority. He is not. He's being the quintessential non-authoritarian in this issue, and he is being blasted for it and called an authoritarian anyway. What do you want Trump to do? The federal police department is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Do you want the FBI countering the riots? Do you want Trump to call in the goddamn army to just minigun them down? No, of course you don't. You don't want it, but then you criticize him for not doing it. Trump has been the most disappointing authoritarian ever promised. I didn't vote for him because I didn't want an authoritarian asshole, and he failed to deliver at every opportunity, and the goddamn communists can't stop lamenting that he didn't do it. Ugh. I can't. I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. What is this? Oh, I showed that earlier. I showed the Popeyes tweet earlier. Thank you. All right, Siren. This is the last one I'm clicking on. We're gonna end this stream soon. Nihilist Arby. God damn it. Nihilist Arby's says, "Hi everyone, how's the week going? Please enjoy burning the Arby's." Oh no. No. Okay. Invoke the insurrection law? No! Don't. It's not an insurrection. It isn't. It's a protest with riots, but it's not an insurrection. You're not trying to overthrow the government. Just trying to break shit. These are police actions. No. Don't Don't involve. It's a trap. This is a bigger trap than Blair White. They want Trump. They're trying to bait Trump to send federal agents to quell state issues. Of course they're doing that. Of course they're doing that. They want... Why do you think you get op-eds in the New York Times saying Trump didn't take enough power during COVID? They want him to be a dictator. They have to have a dictator. They have to have it. They need the narrative that Donald Trump is somehow orchestrating all of the shit. They have to have it. Don't do it. Don't invoke the Insurrection Act. Don't send federal agents. Don't send federal forces. Don't deploy the army. If the state governors deploy the National Guard, that's on the state governors. Always leave it on the table of the state governors. The states aren't in rebellion against the U.S. The Minneapolis riots are not against the federal government. They're against the Minneapolis City Police Force, because the Minneapolis City Police Force killed a black guy and probably has a history of racism. I don't know or fucking care. It's the city, y'all. It's not the federal. It's not the feds. The FBI is much more concerned with white terrorists like the Brady family, for example. They're much more concerned with that shit than they are about random black guys passing a forged 20. Of course they are. Of course they are. They can't go against Trump being a tyrannical, dictatorial asshole if he doesn't do it. Why do you think they've been begging him to take power for 4 years? He hasn't done it. Okay. I finished off this Michter's Single Barrel Rye. It's great. By the way, Michter's is a fantastic brand of whiskey. I finished that off. I have only, look at this. I have only drank this much of the Whistle Pig before anybody accuses me. I am saving this to share with special people. No, it was not one bottle. There was only one glass of Whistle Pig remaining. It's only one. Jack Daniel's Rye is not better, Eagle Loan, and you better get Minecrafted for that. That is offensive. I'm tempted to ban you. The Whistle Pig is going to be saved to share with people who appreciate whiskey. Okay? So I only had 2 shots of that. I'm fighting every instinct to have another right now because it's so damn good. That being said, I am going to finish up with Super Chats and I'm going to end the show. Roy Magari, it's a $500 bottle of Whistle Pig. Not a $300 bottle, please. Stay away with your plebeian bottles of Whistle Pig. It's a $500 bottle. So I'm going to wrap up this stream because my blood pressure is getting high, and we need to calm it down. Twitch. I really, really want to do Twitch tonight, and I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. And that is because I am going to eat and fall asleep. So, I'm going to say no. I will do Twitch tomorrow, I believe, after the Dan Fraga interview. And there will be some video game streaming with Drexel. I'll see if Drexel wants to join me for a Twitch show or not as well. But there's more Twitch shows coming. Also, the Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, I am going to do a Twitch watch party of Vinland Saga. There's not very many titles on the Twitch watch party. Vinland Saga is on there. I'm going to do it very, very soon. I'll see if Drexel will do one with me. Or we might do a shitty movie or something like that. But I'm going to see if I can swindle Drexel. He comes out on Thursday. See if I can swindle him into a watch party while he's here, along with a regular stream. We'll see. But if he doesn't, I'm doing a Twitch watch party of Vinland Saga from the beginning. I've not watched any of it other than a couple clips on YouTube. Heard it's a great anime. The YouTube clips are great. That is coming. So, very soon. Shitty movie with Drexel? Maybe. I got it. If it's up to me, we're doing it. If it's up to Drexel, I got to get his buy-in. So, we're going to do these super chats and justice chats. And then we're going to wrap up the stream tonight. Thank you for joining me. I wasn't going to do a show. I really wasn't going to do a show tonight. And then I saw that a bunch of people were virtue signaling not doing a show. And I could not be caught up in a wave of cucks not doing a show because of bullshit. They don't care. They don't. Let me get this very clear. This is important. Clip this if you want. None of these motherfuckers give a single goddamn red minute about Black Lives. No, Nickelodeon, Blizzard, Sony, Disney, Burger King, they don't fucking care about dead black people. They never have. What they care about is riots became national news. Nothing else to fucking say. Look at when all of them spoke. Look at when they spoke. They didn't say a damn word when George Floyd was killed. They don't care about the dead black guy. They never did. Neither did Gofundme, by the way. None of these fuckers cared about the dead black guy, and they still don't. There's 1 million dead black people that they don't care about. But there's one big ass riot that's national news that they do care about. And fuck them and fuck the NAACP. All of them are opportunistic pieces of shit. And they can all eat the goddamn boots they lick on a daily basis until it becomes unpopular. Fuck you guys. All right, let's read these chats, and then we're rolling out. Nova Zero says, out of pure hatred, I'm going to watch Attack on Titan, where slicing nape of the neck is gratuitous. Enjoy. Enjoy. Thank you. Attack on Titan is pretty fun. Alec W says, please read this in Ron's voice. I'll have you know, Nikki, that I'm the best snack tray holder in Texas. Wink, 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 wink. Cesario JPN says, one angry gamer has a master list called Traitors of America, collecting tweets of companies supporting Black Lives Matter. It's interesting what has been collected, including well-known free speech advocates, the porn industry. Look, I'm just saying, the porn industry has a vested interest in Black lives right now. Morty J says, you know whose Twitter didn't take part in this nonsense? Raid Shadow Legends. Fantastic. Architect of Fate says, you don't think it's an insurrection? Then how can you explain the tandem uprising in Germany, UK, Canada, Australia, and France? It's not an insurrection. It's just an organized uprising. But they're not trying to overthrow the government in the way an insurrection does. This is the remnants of the Weimar black shirts trying for their global communist revolution. Maybe. I don't think it qualifies as an insurrection for the purposes of the Insurrection Act. Tony J says, these companies are stunning and brave. Blizzard stands with Hong Kong and does not take a dime from China. Nike does not use China sweatshops, allegedly, but Nickelodeon went off the air for 8 minutes, 48 seconds. Sorry, son, no TV. Sorry, son, no TV. Look, my kids do not watch Nickelodeon. My kids just watch YouTube. And maybe YouTube's a piece of shit too. Correction! YouTube is definitely a piece of shit too. Let's be clear on that. But just because YouTube's a piece of shit, the creators on it are not necessarily pieces of shit. Okay. All right, let's do Justice Chats. Here we go. GF says, Skyrim, as a Skyrim guard, I used to be a Minnesotan like you until I took a knee to the neck. Damn. Damn. We've got Twitter Taint Tickler says, your shaved pubes would look better on your head than that Neo Karen haircut, Nikki. Rude. Rude. Mercenary X says, why'd you guys kneel on the neck of my haircut? Mercenary X says, of course these idiots know what they're doing involving COVID. Ask yourself this. Was it about the virus or the election? They don't care about the virus. They just care about doing anything they can to keep power, even if that means killing us to get it. Malik Foxon says, sending this super chat to debunk the rumors that Chauvin committed suicide. He is on suicide watch. Whomever is claiming he committed suicide should probably check their sources. Snopes, for instance, got it wrong. Wait, Snopes got it wrong? Oh, that's embarrassing. Night of Hopex says, I am a trained EMR in Arkansas. And I can tell you, if I wanted first degree murder on Chauvin, you could question him on positional asphyxiation and prove he was trained to know what it is / how it works. It's just really hard to explain to a jury, which is why nobody tries. Yeah, try to get a cop on the stand to explain his knowledge of how his holds actually affect the body. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Because even if he knows, he's going to play dumb. Because it's better for him. You know him as Genghis Khan says, I find it absolutely absurd that a cop killing a guy in a U.S. city led to protests / riots erupting in even foreign countries. How in the hell did it get this bad? It just did, buddy. Mercenary X says, here's a joke for you, and I warn you it's not very funny. Project Veritas showed the Bernie Bros threatening to burn Milwaukee to the ground, and now it's happening. At least now that we're in summer, we can break out the s'mores. Told you it wasn't good. It wasn't. Felipe Mube masked me twice and says, I'm wasting $5 in this mask. I'm crazy. Malik Foxon says, why the fuck is it always Martin Luther King Drive where the dumb shit happens? Yes! Yes! Malik, thank you! Why is it always a Martin Luther King Drive? The only thing worse is when a Mexican gets killed on Cesar Chavez Boulevard. Yes, we have that in Minnesota. Lucia says, hey, Nick, it appears that many, if not most of the residents in these cities are okay with the rioting and local govs will not take action against looters. Why should not let them have their purge if they want to purge? I don't know. I don't know why you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't think most of the people actually are okay with it, but maybe they are. Jay says you should have @Conceptual James on to explain woke and the kneeling thing. He is the one that rewrote chapter 13 of Mein Kampf as intersectional feminism and got it accepted in an academic journal. Be an interesting conversation. That sounds horrifying. Malik Foxon says, okay, I'm mad. Fuck that guy who mentioned MLK and Rosa Parks. MLK would be telling those dumbass white people to stand the fuck up. He's got nothing to do with the dumbassery that is happening right now. How fucking dare he be on fucking mad? Malik, calm down. It's all jokes, buddy. It's all jokes. Yeah, no. Martin Luther King was not in favor of riots. That was Malcolm X. Martin Luther King stood in peaceful protest and stressed it. Malcolm X was the more violent guy, I believe. Pardon me if I'm wrong. Citizen of Yarman says, Floyd family needs a lawyer, has 11 million. Nikki, allow myself to introduce myself. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Malik Fox says, damn it. Fraud ruined my justice chat. Rip. That would have been great. Malik Fox says, yo, Nick, I'm tired. All this stuff hurts my heart, man. Me too, buddy. Seriously, me too. I'm holding out hope that society eventually decides to stop fighting so hard to take the big L. Shit's depressing. Gonna go find my escape in some video games for now on my PC because Sony sucks ass. Malik, with you, buddy. Enjoy the escapism. Tungsten says, if they really thought Black Lives Matter, they wouldn't be using Black Deaths as chess pieces in their partisan kabuki theater politics. It's just fucking twisted. Agree. Dash Attack says CNN won't report on the murder of Officer David Dorn. Angry Baneling says, I did not pay for that haircut. I did not. Did I? Yes. What I did was I specifically appropriated all donations from you directly to the haircut fund. You know, Ms. Genghis Khan says, Chauvin on Epstein watch. We all know how effective they are at doing their jobs. Biden the Cold One says, Nikki needs to buck authority. I buck all authority. Demon God, welcome to the channel as a lawyer. Thank you so much. Ben Frail says, people always fixate on the negatives of rioting. It's because there's a lot of goddamn negatives to rioting. Wendell 2020 says, hey, Nick, did you watch Come Get Some video 6 days ago? The never guess who showed up in the comment section. God, it was hilarious. Hint, it wasn't Ron. Oh, you mean Come Geek Some? No, I have no idea. No idea. I did not watch that. Bloody Thumb says, I see why family is so important now. This crap has me emotionally dead. Any sort of support the protesters may have had is now gone. Stay vigilant. Andrew War Snowboard says, snack, 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 snack. Kooks fly together. Emilio Estevez 2020. Casey Dynison says, rip David Dorn. Killed over a TV. What's worse is that no one held him while he died. Yeah, people just filmed it. God, it's rough. NA says, Oda Nobuhaga. Okay, Timothy Reaper says, Chair Coon is looting Office Max to take a bride. Gogger's Death Rattle says, Chair Coon's looting Pet Boys for spinning 22s, y'all. Exactly. Eddie Spaghetti says, is it true that you were arrested for protesting then let go with no charges after the police realized you were just wearing black paint on your face? No, you will not catch me being arrested at a damn protest. I just don't get down like that. I Hate Yankee says, Chauvin could still get charged with first-degree murder if he hired Romeo Lacoste lawyer. Look, could you imagine Raul Severo writing the Derek Chauvin defense? Just because my client hates black people and killed him specifically because he was black while saying N-word, N-word, N-word doesn't make it a public interest. JackJaw3695 says, how do you feel about Anonymous coming back and the fact that White House fence front lawn got torn down? Anonymous coming back to release documents behind a paywall that were debunked in 2016 is embarrassing. White House fence front lawn getting torn down. They'll put it back up. Biden the Cold One, welcome to Super Lawyer status. Make sure you look for the Super Lawyer only post on the community page and it will tell you how to get into the Discord. Corey Goodman says, not even a tulip-shaped whiskey glass. Hardly appropriate. It didn't matter. My tulip-shaped whiskey glass is dirty, and I didn't want to have it contaminated. JS says, why are foreign countries getting in on our police? No idea. Senora de Mendoza says, I was diagnosed with fibrocystic breast disease yesterday. It isn't life-threatening, but it is uncomfortable, tender, feels heavy, and needs monitoring. Senora, my thoughts are with you. I hope you have a full recovery, and I hope your pain is mild and short. JC Gaming says, I used to be a rioter like you, then I took a bullet to the knee. Thanks, Joe Biden. Tamara Holloway says, rioter shot at peaceful protest, killed a lady. I don't want anybody dead from these fucking riots. Hillsberg says, leftists calling people bootlickers while voting for Bernie Sanders, the man who wants to give the state as much power as possible. Isn't it amazing? Salty Dog says, dig the Richard Spencer haircut. Thank you. Demon Worm says, I've been on a peanut butter whiskey kick lately. Your thoughts? Disgusting. Disgusting. Peanut butter and whiskey do not belong together. Pancho Villa says, I have a contract with the district attorney and want to hear more about how and why prosecutors are terrible people from a defense attorney. Why are they terrible people? They just are, man. They're the enforcers of government. That's it. They prosecute shit that shouldn't be prosecuted. They enforce unjust laws. It's not their fault. It's like defaulting in. Andrew War Snowboard, no, I will not be in town at all this weekend. Absolute Zero says, hey, Nick, what do you use when you want to rub one out? Some guys use lotion, others use a fleshlight. I like to use P80 grit sandpaper. What about you? I like the 1000 grit sandpaper because I like the skin to feel smooth afterwards. Green Bullet Prod says, a person who ran for a state rep told me to check my white privilege today. All because I expressed my annoyance with the brands pandering to Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Moist John says, Plum, is this bootleg Slav brandy? Maybe. Maybe. Jimmy Threecock says, I think it's ridiculous that Nickelodeon went off the air for 8.5 minutes like this needs to be the kids' problem. The murder of a black man by a cop is not a kid's problem. Just like, by the way, the Bible is not a kid's story. These are adult issues, and kids really don't need to deal with them, and they're not equipped to. Tamara Holloway says, KKK threat hoax in my town trying to start trouble. Corey Goodman says, all jokes are canceled in solidarity. SMS, a lot of numbers, says, did Cuomo send COVID patients to nursing homes? Kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like it. Franco Zess, how did the documents get debunked? Those documents, that lawsuit was dismissed in 2016 by the plaintiff. That lawsuit was dismissed by the plaintiff because the plaintiff didn't actually have the evidence that they claimed. They just filed it and then they folded it. That's it. That's it. Rhinorth says, as a delivery driver, I've learned if a street is named after a black reverend, it's because the area needs Jesus. Bill Keller says, why not hand this ex-cop over to the mob? That's what we do now in this society now, is going to descend into civil war, and we all know it. I don't believe in mob justice. That's why not. Romer MGTOW says, on behalf of us Canadian Cybertronians, we apologize for Andy Worski. Gogger's Death Rattle says, by the way, arrow to the knee equals a metaphor for marriage. Bald Eagle 1787 says, not sure if you're aware, Nick, but cops are being fired left and right in the cities where they're doing their job. Do you think law enforcement agencies are going to struggle getting people again? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Pingus Pounder says, Matt Jarbo was arrested for hitting a cop with an equine-shaped marital aid. No, he was not. Kalinka Pavlova says, this video is the cringiest sheet of 2020. Oh, not mine, but the video of the white people kneeling, I hope. Nix Hex says 20/50 does not equal 13%. Fake news. SJ Jar Jar Bing says, Nick, it's simple. The whole planet is foobard. Let's just give it all back to the church. Kanathis says, first super chat ever. Hey, thank you. Holy stars. I have never seen such mind-blowing cringe before. FML and me now. Sorry, buddy. Unknown Existence says, I bet Jordan Peele was playing pocket pool to the whites kneeling to those blacks. Chris Shotwell says, start a GoFundMe to bail out Chair Coon. Chair Coon can rot in jail. Chair Coon can rot in jail. TLJ Screwjob says, Lemois voice, Screwfix GoFundMe. It's Neon Neck GoFundMe. Gotta get that sweet, sweet Floyd dollars. Quacky Boy, thanks for joining at paralegal level. Bald Eagle says, what these morons are showing is that there's no point in reform. If there is reform and there's another riot, then what's the point? Ferguson PD got torn up after they were reforming, killed that plan. That's the problem, isn't it? NA says, 2 orange man bucks for the whiskey fund. Thank you. Orange man bucks. Cal Clay says, Nick, I went to buy some Lagavulin today, and shit, you didn't tell me it was between 120 and 500 a bottle. So in 2 to 3 pays, gonna get the Game of Thrones limited edition bottle. I don't know. I haven't had the Game of Thrones Lagavulin. Lagavulin 16 might be about 120 a bottle. That's a little expensive around here. Around here, it's 95 a bottle. That's after the new tariffs and the Minnesota taxes. Based on your taxes, it could be higher. 500 a bottle is, I don't know what that is. Lagavulin 12 around here is about the 120 mark. That's good stuff. Unrelenting Male says, I'm not buying a PS5. Me either. Not in protest, but just because I don't care. Horatius763 says, please show everyone the Tony Timpa murder video. No. No, I'm not going to do that right now because I haven't reviewed it. Jen GM says, message deleted by Drexel, Lord of Simpson Cucks. I don't know what. Wait a minute. Was that deleted by a mod? I don't know what it said. Rambo says, Activision delayed Battle Pass Season 4. Pretty sure it's thanks to app. It's thanks to app these duking idiots. I think it's fucking idiots. I need my Captain Prince, you ducking ninjas. Pret says, nah, Pierre, I'll save myself. Vanish Mantle 4 says, any chance I can talk to Drexel sometime soon? Send a few emails now, still waiting on that response. LMAO. Also, none of these idiots represent or help me in any way at all. I'll show Drexel your emails and see what he wants to do. Bad Vibe says, may IGN take a long walk off their short CEO? Very good. Very good. Mike Testa says, Markiplier is virtue signaling. I've never watched a Markiplier video. Mario Carter 13 says, is it Vanilla Supreme to whitewash blackouts? Yes. Jay Benson 92 says, it's corporate talk for thoughts and prayers. Mike Testa says, Disney for 8 minutes saying black people are people too. Thank God, Disney. Thank you for telling us that black people are also people. Coding Roses says, Ticketmaster suspended operations according to Twitter while owing tons of refunds on day 17 of waiting. Damn. JC Gaming says, I gotta ask, how come hashtag Blackout Tuesday wasn't a thing for the Hong Kong protesters? They don't care about that. They never did. Unrelenting Male says, I just want to point out that we dropped a nuke on Japan and 70 years later, nobody is complaining about it. It's true. Clint Larvin says, you're the only Nick at Night I want to see. Screw those virtue signaling snowflakes. Raging Majority says, hey, Nick, when do you think Nickelodeon will call out the rampant pedophilia at their network? Never, never, never. If they call it out, they lose. They lose their entire business model. They must be pedophiles. Care Wesh says, Nick, not sure if you saw, but there is a Nickelodeon commercial airing a man heavy breathing and with the text, I can't breathe on the network. I haven't seen it. I don't care what they did. Alistair's Knight says, but Nick, it is Activision Blizzard. They have active vision to see through the sea of white, so they know better than anybody. I will see myself out now. Akikama says, Dylan Roof ate Burger King on the way to jail. Nice ad. Damn. John Hughes says, George Floyd world record speed run on life. 9 out of 10 IGN. Oh, God damn it. No. Horatius763 says, how does affirmative action work under the Constitution? Affirmative. This is a long conversation, but affirmative action was not intended to be what it is. And if you want to know the proof of that, the guy who actually first used the phrase, he was a speechwriter. He used the phrase affirmative action. He did not mean it to mean what it means today. Maybe someday I'll do a discussion on that or have him on the show. Very interesting guy. Very interesting to get his perspective on what affirmative action was supposed to be. Asia Fraser says, little did you know, the riot started by way of MBA attempting a walk by with his bow and arrow searching for Nick to shoot his knees. Duck, Nick! Thank you, Asia. Silverware down the stairs flew. Says, Popeyes cares about black lives. Just them, though. Popeye should have left that tweet up. It was perfect. It, was perfect. Rambo says that fascist haircut makes me want to cut off your chest points and wear them as war badges. Just kidding. Actually like it, Pumpkin. Thanks. Horatius763 says, poor whites being passionate or angry is viewed as crazy since we are indoctrinated since birth to be submissive slaves to non-whites. Question. I don't know what that means. Timothy Reaper says, we love our shops, our corporations. We love our business across the nations. Mike Test says, just me or people of color is just colored person backwards. It's not just you. We all see it. Horatius says, these super chats are being censored by algorithm. Damn. Lord Funkicus says, Brie Larson matters. That's not true. Don't lie in the super chats, please. Massacoy says, funniest virtue signal came from Crunchyroll. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. No. There is no anime community without black fans, cosplayers, artists, and storytellers. We will not remain silent in the face of systemic racism and stand with the black members of our community. Let's channel our passion and inspire change. Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Fist to fist to fist. So, there you go. Horatius says, MLK protests had riots nonstop. Carrot and the stick. CJ says, after that rendition, don't quit your night job. Rendition of what? Oh, the song? Yeah, that was... Never mind. Car just says, Nick, your hair is hideous. Not my fave. Lots of people would pay to see you shave. Oh, no! Ah! That's a good rhyme. It's working. It's working. KE 2010, welcome to Super Lawyer. Make sure you check the community page to find out how to get into the Discord. Blue Crimson 217 says, when's the next Kiwi Farms Conversations? Soon. It is soon. It might be next week, but soon. Morty J says, wait, did I hear that right, Nick, that Anonymous has a paywall to get their leaks? That's what I heard. I don't know. Guess Legion needs to pay them bills. I heard that, but I don't know. Maybe it's not Anonymous, or maybe it's just someone trying to be it. I don't know. Andrew War Snowboard says, you fed chicken to Shane, didn't you? Cherokun to Shane. No, I would never do that. Cherokun is rioting, probably burning down Shane's house. Esme says, in Kermit's voice, it is a Wings Day, my chads. There you go. Cal Clay says, $500 bottle was the 200-year anniversary, 50-year, I think. Oh, that would be delicious. And also says, Canada is following U.S. Protest now, riot tomorrow. Mike Testa says, shoe on head. Says, making Antifa illegal is bad. Also, shoe on head. Vote for Bernie. I hate Antifa. Vote for Bernie, you bootlickers. Weird. I don't know if making Antifa illegal is bad. Making thought and speech support of Antifa illegal is bad. Monetary support? I have no problem with that being illegal. Tamara Holloway says 2009 MPD released study on dangers of prone resistant, especially meth users and drunk. 12, they killed a young black guy the same way. 16, family won 1.2. There you go. Jen GM says, mods cucked my message. Rude, let me speak to your manager. I don't know why they cucked it. I don't know what it said. Nova Zero says, people forgot about the black ships. Japan actually has a lot to thank for that one, and it's a good lesson from old America. Stand forceful and strong against ignorance, but never as tyrants. And that's it, guys. There we go. Let's hit this outro. Oh, it's muted. I'm waiting for it to show up. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Horatius763 says, how do you feel about your children under AA? My children, I hope, will not be dependent on a government program to get their employment. They will make their own way. I'm not saying that it makes it easier or anything for them, but I hope my children do their best to adapt to whatever scenario they're in. That's how I'm raising them. Not raising them to base their employment on what a government policy says. Mike Tessa says, she claims it's Antifa and anti-fascists are the same. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Rekieta Media. We will be having some video content on there very soon. Thanks for indulging me in this impromptu live stream tonight. Sorry, I was very angry. I'm just sick and tired of bullshit. I hate bullshit more than I hate most of anything. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Dan Fraga tomorrow. I've got a different bourbon. I've got a bourbon that I've never tried before. I'm going to do a bourbon review. I asked him to see if he can grab a bourbon as well that maybe he hasn't tried. And we're going to talk about escapism and creativity. It's going to be a very different and chill stream. Should be a fun time. Hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for joining. Peace. Peace.
Perspective and spice to the mix, but the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. Get unemployed, so pour out a glass for the tea. Post on Twitter as we hear lost painting tonight.
Tamara Holloway says, Police Mag Site 2019, how to prevent position asphyxia. And Cal Clay says, super chat while fleeing in Minecraft. Help me please now.